Well, hello everyone, and welcome to our podcast, The Dark Price of the Spotlight, Entertainment Edition. Good job, guys. We killed it today.
All right.
Hi everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Please subscribe to our channel. And my name is Tatiana Liary. I'm a Latin artist. I'm the owner of Liary Content Solutions. I'm also an actress. I do a lot of things, and you can find everything I do in TatianaLiary.com. And next to me, you haven't seen him in camera for a while, right? You see him now, is Judah Crombie.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. I'm happy to be here with you guys, and once again, bless you guys with my presence.
Where are your shades? I thought that
I know.
He's a changed man now.
I am. I'm trying to be humble because, I'm famous and whatnot now because of that.
Well, that effort went right out the window.
It did, yes, that's true. No, I'm just, a fan and lover of music and the podcast in general. I think what we're doing is a lot of fun, and I'm super grateful to be a part of it, and blah, blah, blah. I keep messing up, so maybe cut that out.
No. And then we have off camera Illa Noize. Illa,
Hey.
Thanks, guys. Music producer here. Credits Netflix, Hulu, ESPN, and much more.
And so on and so forth.
Yeah, he has like 90 plus.
That's right.
And,
killing it.
And just counting.
Killing it.
Definitely killing it. So, congratulations.
Thank you.
Today we have a show that's very interesting because we did not prepare for it. We kind of wanted to talk about what's happening right now in all these Diddy thing, Jay-Z, Beyonce, all these crazy things that are happening. So this is going to be a fun one. It's going to be a fun one because it's not scripted.
That's because there's just so much stuff to even talk about. You don't even have to script it now. It's just like, here you go.
I know.
And big platters. Like,
and we were trying to look for a lot of things, and then more things kept coming. And I'm like, I'm going to need like 4 hours of podcast to be able to talk about all this stuff that is happening.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So, of course, the Diddy thing is still going on. And the more time passes, the more people are involved in this. I mean, this is all allegations, of course. They're saying that Leonardo DiCaprio, it's involved, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Ashton Kutcher. I was actually very surprised with Ashton.
Me too.
Because he's always been an advocate against sex trafficking. Sex trafficking.
Yeah. Like that was his big thing for a long time. He was always out there publicly saying, "Hey, we're gonna save the kids. We're super against. I'm passionate about this." It's like, whoa. He pulled the wool over our eyes. It might be.
And I think that's why, because what he did, it's to try for us to trust him. And maybe when these allegations would happen, we'd be like, no, Ashton, impossible. He's been advocating against sex trafficking for so long that there's no way this is true. Or he was doing it to try for us not to figure it out.
Possibly.
To hide it.
Too.
Or he was using it as a tool or mechanism to get some of the kids
For
or something.
people to trust him with the kids.
Yeah, well, not just that, but like to actually, if he's actually in the mix in other countries and stuff, where it's easier for them to probably traffic kids, where it's not like... that wouldn't surprise me at this point.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm just saying that's just speculation.
Speculations. Yeah. I mean, I've heard also that Mila Kunis separated or like moved out when all these allegations started happening against him. We don't know if that's true, but...
That's the other co-star on 70s show, right?
Yeah, that's his wife.
Yeah, because when the other person, I forget his name, but he got arrested and he's in prison right now for sexual assault. The other actor, curly hair,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the fans were really disappointed in Ashton at that time.
Yeah, because he was like 18 or 19 and she was like 14. And he was, there was a interview where he was saying that, I wanted to kiss her. I wanted to do all these things to her or whatever. And she was a kid.
Ooh, yeah, that's disgusting. But
awful.
Ashton was standing by his friend, his co-star. And people are like, I thought you were an advocate against this kind of stuff. And you're sitting here like backing him up and writing a letter to the judge on his behalf. Anyway, very disappointing.
Definitely. Yeah. And then now they're saying Paris Hilton, Howard Stern, Russell Brand, which I'm actually surprised with Russell Brand too.
Well, I thought he was a turned Christian now.
He is now.
Yeah. So,
but that's pretty recent.
Yeah, that's
pretty recent. So this is probably him back in the day, years ago.
Ooh.
Yeah. We
Either way.
have Mariah Carey,
Wow.
Man,
Megan Fox,
not too
Not
surprising.
surprising.
Jennifer Lopez,
Yeah, we talked
Russell
about that.
Simmons, Usher, and Pink, of course. But supposedly, so Pink said that the tweets that she deleted was actually back in February. That has nothing to do with Diddy's allegations. But like we were talking behind the scenes, me and Judah, we were saying, well, what if she knew this was gonna come? Because remember Cassie did all this stuff against Diddy last year.
Yeah.
This was like December or something like that, or November of last year. So maybe she knew it was coming,
Yeah.
and she was like, "Oh, I want to do this before
yeah.
this happens."
I guarantee.
Could be.
I guarantee the people that are in those positions, they got lawyers and other people that are looking out for them. They're going to say, "Hey, just so you know, FYI, stuff's coming down the pipeline with this Diddy thing. You
Yeah.
might want to delete a couple things
clean
here
up
and
a
there,
little bit.
clean it up a little bit." So I mean, that's not far fetched at all.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we will see what's gonna happen. But I know Jaguar, what's her name?
Jaguar, right?
Jaguar, right? Yeah.
Has been talking a lot about Jay-Z and Beyonce. And did she talk about Oprah too, or
I think so,
that was
but
not
She
her?
probably.
No, I not for the story that I'll be bringing up. No, not for that one.
Okay. Well, tell us about what's going on with the Oprah thing, because I've been hearing about Oprah for many years. I think since 2020, she had these allegations when I think it was Epstein's wife, got arrested and everything. People were saying conspiracy theories against her, but they never actually check on it. And she talked about it, and she said it was all fake and nothing happened. So either she's very protected or she's just being falsely accused.
Well, she has a lot of money. She's
ahead.
And a lot of
$3
power.
billion. Let's go ahead and assume that she's probably pretty well protected at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Because here's a basic rundown on the Oprah situation. She's very interconnected and has direct ties and relationships with people like Epstein, Harvey Weinstein. That's what started the whole Me Too movement, right? Wow. That was before Epstein. She's connected with Diddy. Like, they're really close. And the overall consensus or general, what am I looking at? What's the best word? So Oprah would essentially kind of pimp out women, young up and coming actresses, or even it could be musicians, kind of pimp them out to these like high profile guys like the Weinsteins, not Einstein,
Poor thing. He actually did good for us.
Albert Einstein.
Epstein, and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
You need some coffee, dude.
I do. I'm going on very limited sleep right now, but I couldn't miss this episode. There's too much to talk about. But anyway, so Oprah is very interconnected with that circle of people.
And people trust her because she's Oprah.
She's
right?
Oprah, man. Like she was going to run for
She's
president.
an inspiration for a lot of people.
Yeah, she's an icon. People look up to her and they put a lot of trust in. That's why I think a lot of people are having a hard time like believing this.
Yeah.
About their favorite celebrities. But Cat Williams last year on that, or no, probably 2 months ago, he did a Shannon Sharp interview and he said there's going to be hundreds of big names that are going to be getting exposed before 2024, the end of 2024.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa.
We still have a few months left.
It's going to get probably worse according to what's Kim Porter. Kim Porter's has a lawyer the author of her book, a tell-all book, right? And he's going to release this book, and he's got other things in his possession, like videos and whatnot. And he's saying, and they're like, how big, like how much of an effect will this have on Hollywood, the music industry? He's like, put it this way, the whole ship is going to sink. That kind of a thing.
Wow.
And I know I'm kind of trailing off a little bit from the topic, but the Oprah thing it's crazy because she was accused basically of kind of pimping these up and coming actors too, not just women, but like men too. And they all protect each other. So like, there's no way she didn't know what these guys were about.
Right.
The Epsteins, the Weinsteins.
So she was like the connector, like, oh, you're an upcoming, you need to check out this person. She's going to make you get big in the industry.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened.
So she knew what they were doing.
Stuff like
Yeah,
that, right?
because what would happen is she would take, I'm not even going to use a name, but she would bring this up and coming actress over to Harvey Weinstein. knowing full well that he's going to invite her to his hotel room. He's going to take off his robe, lock the door, and he's going to assault her because he's done it to multiple people, including big names. Like Ashley Judd was one of them. And
I love Ashley Judd.
yeah, and she's just one of them. There's many victims that have come forward. But Oprah, there's no way she didn't know that. She knows exactly what she's doing. I don't know how she's benefiting from it. I don't know if she's doing it because she enjoys it or she's getting paid. I don't know.
Or blackmailed.
But like, there's so much stuff on Oprah that's coming out, like the island thing, the Hawaii, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, how many of these...
For those who don't know what's going on with the Hawaii thing, can you...
Yeah, so what was that, 2 years ago about? The fire,
yeah, that was
the
a few years
wildfires?
ago, the wildfires. So supposedly in Hawaii, they were telling the residents there to leave because they wanted to buy their properties.
That's right.
Supposedly that's what was happening. Hey, a lot of investors were like, hey, we want to buy these properties, please. Can you sell it to us? And people are like, no, we're staying here. And we're staying here because they wanted to make it kind of like, I don't want to say an AI, but like a futuristic type of city.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they wanted to do something like that. And obviously they couldn't because people have, they can do whatever they want. It's not your property. So then this fire happened.
Yeah, mysteriously, by the way.
Mysteriously happened.
We still don't know why.
We still don't.
There's theories about like lasers coming down from like satellites.
But those are theories, you know. They're saying it's wildfires.
Yeah.
Like out of a sudden. But the thing is that it just spread it so rapidly and people lost everything. But Oprah never lost her home and she has one. The owner of Facebook didn't either. So this is crazy.
So all the properties burned except theirs. That's
Right.
A select few with a select color on top of the roof, which happen to be blue roofs. So that is very odd, right? Not only that, but I got to add one more egregious, very disturbing detail, which is the people that tried to leave that actually could have survived and escaped. They actually put roadblocks up. Did you know that?
I remember that.
And those people ended up getting burned.
They wouldn't let him like pass and stuff like
Many
that.
of them were kids and children. Like I'm talking, you know, how many people was it that died? I think
I don't
they
know
said
exactly, but that was so many.
Well, I know they underreported it and they tried to hide all the stuff.
Yeah.
And then the governor was like, or the mayor, whoever it was, that they were like really starting to like question him. He was really avoiding all the answers. Like he wasn't answering any of these tough questions. And then it just kind of got swept under the rug. Do you guys even remember it being talked about last? Like when was it? It's almost like they tried to move on as quickly as possible.
It went very fast. Yeah, I kind of seen it, a couple things online, on articles, whatever, and then
I forgot about it until we brought it up today.
Yeah, like a week or two later, there's just nothing.
That's called memory holding. It's when the media has a collective effort to all at the same time focus on something else, distract us.
As a society, I feel like we have short-term memory loss.
Yeah, because of the way things are moving so fast.
Right.
We're used to it with technology too.
Exactly.
But looking at news here, it says that social media videos push baseless conspiracy theories that, you know, that the blue items that survived the wildfires, it was because lasers do not impact that color. So they're saying that it's fake.
Well, I mean, even Biden, they could pull it up and Google it. Biden himself is on camera saying, yeah, if they have blue roofs, they don't get affected by the fire somehow. Like, I don't know.
I know, but it's funny because in the news it says that he never said that.
Oh, I saw the video with my own two eyes.
I know.
There was no way that was
that's what I'm saying. They're trying to either cover it up. I don't know what's going on.
Gaslighting us.
I know.
Exactly. But it's
what do you
just
think
too much
is going on with Oprah? Well, what's your overall kind of...
Well, it's just crazy because really that's too much coincidence. So you're going to tell me that everybody else lost their homes, but then people that are very important, their elites up there, they didn't? That was coincidence?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Mathematically speaking, again, I just don't think that's probable
Look,
at all.
I'm so lucky.
Yeah.
Thank you,
And then they
Jesus.
came out and they wanted her and The Rock. They came out. They pissed a lot of people off by coming out and being like, send us money. And people are like, dude, Oprah, you're $3 billion. You're not going to help out that community? Like, what's up with that?
Exactly. So that's actually pretty crazy. And then now we have the Jay-Z theory.
Yeah,
Illa,
I mean,
tell us about that crazy theory.
so according to Jaguar Wright, she says that Jay-Z and Beyonce are even worse than Diddy.
Than Diddy?
Can you even
Than Diddy.
imagine?
So
That's insane.
Well,
just
how
put
so?
that into perspective. But I
Okay.
mean, there's a lot of different allegations. I mean, one of them is that he helped fund the investigation into Diddy,
That's right.
just like he did with R. Kelly. And
Wait.
He did that with
So
R.
he
Kelly.
did that with R. Kelly?
He did that with R. Kelly.
This is news
And
to
the
me
reason
too.
why he basically snitched on them is the reason why is because he doesn't want to be caught, essentially.
So he
So
works
he's
for the
like,
feds
hey,
too. Then
Yeah. Oh yeah. And he doesn't want, to get he doesn't want to get caught and into that whole mess. So he's like, you know what, I'll tell everything. Yeah, R. Kelly, he did this. Diddy, yeah, and then that's how the whole investigation started. So
the fact that she said that he's worse than Diddy though.
Diddy's terrible. I mean,
listen, people can say what they want about Jaguar. Anyway, they could say what they want, whether she's credible or not. Here's my thing. She's been talking about this stuff openly for a couple of years now, at least. Very, very openly.
Yeah.
She says she has receipts to bring. She hasn't been sued. Somebody is talking about maybe taking her to
court because
court
of
over it, maybe.
defamation.
But why? Where's Diddy? Where's Jay-Z? Where's all these other people that she's saying
Right.
these things about? If it was lies and I was Jay-Z, I'd be like, I'll see you in court and I'm going to take everything you got.
Right.
and she's consistent with all the information she puts out.
Very consistent.
It's not like she's wishy-washy, and there's not millions, but there's dozens, hundreds of videos, and they all have hundreds of thousands of views. Like, she's everywhere. Like, she's
Yeah.
not hiding.
Yeah. And a lot of it's come true. The stuff she's been saying has been coming to be provable.
Correct.
Yep. There's allegations of Jay-Z and Beyonce drugging people unconscious. And according to Jaguar Wright, it's thousands of victims. Drugging people unconscious and then flying them to wherever they want and doing whatever with them.
Yep. Islands is a thing. They take them to different islands.
And they actually did the same thing with Aaliyah.
That's what I heard.
Allegedly, they drugged her because she didn't want to go on the plane, and they drugged her that, I don't know if it was ketamine, whatever it was, that she couldn't really do much. They put her on her plane, and the plane crashed.
That's right.
Why
Now-
she
yeah.
didn't want to get in that plane?
She probably knew something was up.
Yeah.
But the question is, why did they want to kill her? Because with the Biggie thing, it makes sense. Biggie was going to leave, and he
Right.
probably had a bunch of dirt on Diddy, or
Right.
they had not a good relationship at all.
Right.
So I'm thinking it's probably something similar where Aaliyah had some falling out. Because you got to think,
Yeah.
Aaliyah was with R. Kelly, right?
Right.
Way back when she was 14, 15.
She was
Yeah,
like
she was a
13,
child.
actually.
They
Yeah.
married
Yeah.
each other when I think she
my
was like
God, yeah.
16 and he was like 25 or something.
I think she was 13 when they got married, or 14.
Just
Wow.
well, there you go. And so like she had a lot of dirt on people as well. So any kind of problems that they might have, you can't let a liability like Aaliyah just go. So I'm thinking she probably had, I don't know, something was happening, and they were
Yeah.
like, we got to get rid of this problem.
Yeah.
Again, speculative.
Yeah.
Speaking of getting rid of problems, so allegedly they did the same thing with Kathy White. So Jay-Z had an affair with Kathy White while he was married with Beyonce, and apparently Beyonce, she found out, and she said, "Listen, you deal with her, or I will."
Yep.
And I guess he had her killed. I mean, apparently she died of a brain aneurysm. But like I said, this is allegedly that basically, yeah, she killed Kathy White because of that, or they killed Kathy White because of
My
that. So it's
gosh.
like, there's thousands of victims. There's dead people involved.
Didn't you say that, or you mentioned that, or I've heard that maybe Beyonce's first kid, there is a conspiracy theory about her?
Yeah,
That's Blue, right?
Blue Ivy is the mother of Blue Ivy is actually Kathy White.
That's
But
right.
I don't know if that's, because I don't know when she died and when Blue Ivy was born. Like I would have to look into that. But
we had to look into that. But I remember when Beyonce said she was pregnant, and she was acting like she was pregnant in an interview when she, like, I don't know, like sometimes she was going to get up from the chair, or I don't know what she was doing. You could see that her stomach folded.
yeah,
So
I remember that.
everybody was like, girl, you're not pregnant.
Yeah.
And then that's when she came up and said that it was a surrogate. What you're saying makes so much sense.
It fits together like a perfect little puzzle, doesn't it?
Yeah. So
What if that's what happened? What if
it could be.
What's up with this? What if this is all true, guys? The stuff that is unfolding is insane, right?
it's pretty insane?
this
It's
is
worse than
mind-boggling.
a freaking horror movie.
How is this happen? Like, what's up with this whole iceberg of just evil? Like, what is going on? Is it just people are inherently evil and they get, that kind of power? They just turn evil? Or is it just so hard to resist it once you get to that level? Like, what do you guys think it is?
Well, I feel like at this point it's a norm that kind of level is it's normal. Like people cheat, people get drugged, people have freak-offs and blah, 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 whatever. And so someone new coming into that, they're like, hey, this is the norm. This is what you have to do. You want to get in, then you have to get with it.
Yeah.
If not,
Kind of almost like its own like gang initiation thing. Like, this is just how it is.
Right.
You want to be a part of this club? This is what we do.
And otherwise, your
wish-
career is going to go down. Because that's another thing. I think that there's some threats to it.
right.
Seems like it.
Because I remember Kesha, or is that her name?
Kesha.
Kesha.
Yeah, I remember that she said that basically they would ruin her career if she would try to do something. And have you seen her big at all? She's not really.
Yeah.
She's coming out with an album now, but she's not as big as she should have been when she came out.
Right.
But she wasn't willing to go.
I think it just
through
all
all that.
revolves around success and stature. They want that. And I feel like they are willing to do whatever to
get there.
To get there, and not only get there and stay there.
So they know what they're doing when they sign up for this.
Yeah.
Most
I
likely.
think so.
They're probably not getting blindsided. They probably, because you had your opportunity and you turned down what they were basically
Right.
offering, which good on you.
Thank you.
You did the right thing.
Yeah.
Because we're going to make it with this little podcast anyway. So
That's right.
we'll be one of the few that actually break
Yeah,
through
right.
the top. But like, so that's probably what happens. They kind of get you ready for it. They're basically like, this is going to get wild, to be a part of this club before they even get to that point.
Right.
They're probably getting warmed up to the idea. I don't think they're just like blindsiding people. So I think
I just wonder if they ever get tired of it. They're like, damn, like what I'm doing is terrible. Like we should really maybe change our ways. Or
Well, some of them
some
do.
of them are. Russell Brand is one of them.
Yeah,
Russell Brand was a wild dude that was a part of all types of, who knows what he was a part of.
Oh, yeah.
But he's like totally
I
flipped.
remember Kanye too. He tried to turn himself into Christianity and he was doing some stuff. And that's why there's some speculations that he's a clone. Because he used to be very outspoken and saying things about certain people when he tried to be Christian and
He
all this
spoke out
stuff.
against Diddy.
Yeah. And then out of a sudden, you don't see him anywhere. And if you see him, it's just him walking with his wife somewhere.
Yeah, they're trying to blacklist him, cancel him, and it's
Yeah.
worked so far because you don't really see him.
He doesn't talk about it anymore. He kind of looks different. So I wonder if that is true. Obviously, we don't have any proof on that.
So you think the Kanye that is putting out the music now is
It's
the
not-
clone?
Yeah.
I got something to say. He is a clone.
He
I'm
was
friends
probably
with him.
killed.
He's a clone
You
for
are?
sure.
Okay, you
I'm
are.
best-
Can you
I
call
gotta-
him? Like,
I'll
can we
call him right
FaceTime?
now.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that maybe the real one that was
His name is
talking-
Clonye.
Oh, wow.
Can you imagine? I mean, I'm
Kanye
not
West.
saying there's no proof. We can say that. But it would make sense because he looks so different. Or literally someone said, hey, you cannot talk about any of this or I would murder you or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe somebody confronted him. They're like, listen, never again. You're never putting an album about Christianity or anything about God. You're going back to your old ways.
Yeah.
Or else.
Speaking of the
Right.
clone thing, you guys even see Diddy's what's it called? Mugshot? Oh my gosh, didn't even look like him. It looks like an alien version
No,
of Diddy.
I didn't see it.
What?
Dude.
Oh.
You're gonna have to look it up
We
at some
gotta
point.
No way.
Yeah, just type in Diddy mugshot and it's like that's
Or do you think he's just so stressed
Yeah, because I heard he
because
doesn't
of all
even
of
want
this?
to.
no man.
That he doesn't even want to eat. And
There,
that,
there it is. See
oh my
it?
God, he
Look at
does
it.
look
That
like
doesn't
an
look-
alien.
That's like
No, let me check this
Like
out.
his eyes are like
yeah. That's
his eyes
freaking scary
are
looking.
soulless. I mean, you can tell it's him. Though.
His whole head shape has changed.
Oh, yeah,
All of a
he
sudden he's
looks
got that
weird.
giant forehead.
His head looks bigger than...
It doesn't look like
Normal.
it looks like him, but not. You
He
know what I'm
does
saying?
look like an alien. This
Anyway,
is kind of
so
creepy.
that is weird. The more fuel to the clone fire.
Yeah.
But I think Kanye was one of the first people to speak out against Diddy. And this was years ago. And he was saying they hate me because they can't control me.
Yeah.
And it's, I'm not saying I support everything Kanye says or does because he's, he's kind of like up and down and flip-flops. But overall, I like that he isn't controllable. He's not allowing them to use them like however they want to, because he said all these other guys are being used as puppets essentially. Jay-Z, Diddy, they're working for the feds or they're working for super powerful executives, and they basically do what they want or what they are told to do.
Yeah.
Right.
And Kanye doesn't play that game.
Yeah.
So once you do that, you disappear. Like, you don't hear from him. Kesha's another one.
Yeah. I noticed that.
I just wonder how the music industry is going to look after all these people like.
I am excited about it. I'm excited about it because I've been saying it for the longest time. That
it would be so nice because it would be so like clean. It would just be like a whole clean.
They're always going to be a dirty one.
Well, no, of course.
But I think it's just going to be a lesson learned for those people that want to do something. They're going to think about it twice. Yeah. Like now they're like, oh, I'm powerful. I can do whatever I want. I can sleep with anybody. I can, have power over all these people. So I think now they're going to think about it more.
Something doesn't
which is going to be good.
Something, it's not passing the smell test because the elites are always known for protecting each other. We know that,
right.
Especially like when you look at the Epstein thing, right? Because we already know there's a huge cabal of elites that are protecting
and nobody's
each other.
talking about it anymore.
And all of a sudden, they're willing to arrest Diddy and and blast all these other celebrities, like put them out there in the open. It's like, wait, they're doing that for a reason. Somebody up top is like said, yeah, let's go forward with that because it's probably too.
So you think this is all according to plan?
Yeah, I'm not saying these people are innocent, like these celebrities are innocent. I'm just saying the reason why whoever's making these calls to say, yeah, let's go ahead and like bring the whole thing down, like let's expose them.
It's an agenda.
It has to be because somebody up top has to give this the go ahead, right?
Yeah,
because they're all protecting each other.
It could be that all this happens, they go through the whole trial process or whatever, they all find them not guilty.
Yeah,
they're clean.
Right, exactly.
Or they just do
society's gonna like follow them even more. They're like, oh yeah, you see, I told those crazy conspiracy theorists, Jay-Z is a good person. Beyonce, like.
But what about? I thought the same thing when it happens with R. Kelly, and he went to jail, and I was very surprised.
I don't think R. Kelly was
at the level that Diddy.
Yeah, he didn't do what Diddy did, meaning he didn't have the connections that Diddy had with powerful people. I think he was just on his little side thing, doing his own little side thing.
Gotcha.
But Diddy,
so he wasn't protected.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas Diddy's like,
he's protected.
I'm working with these elites. I'm gonna do what they say, and we're gonna help each other. This mutual relationship, where they both benefit. You know what I mean? And what happened was, the people up top were like, okay, he's more of a liability now. We got to get that out of the way. And then Jay-Z apparently helped make that happen, by turning on him and stuff. But Jay-Z ain't untouchable. If it's going to happen to Diddy too, it'll happen to him at some point.
You think so?
Yeah, there's no way because
Jay-Z's powerful, man. And so is Beyonce.
They are a powerhouse couple for sure.
Yeah. It depends on how good he is at covering his tracks.
Right, because Diddy recorded everything. Like, you can be any more dumb than that?
Well, the theory is that when the Homeland Security, because it wasn't the FBI, it was the Homeland Security that raided his house, right? The theory goes, they go in there, they grab boxes out of a particular Miami house,
right?
And supposedly that box
in the LA one
had all the tapes, right? So now that they got that, and they have to make sure there is no tapes out there of other people, because a lot of them are powerful politicians and whatnot. So they got the tapes supposedly. That's why they're like moving forward with like
they're probably
charging
hiding some other tapes.
That's just the theories right now, okay. And I'm not saying I even believe that, but I'm just saying it would kind of make sense if they feel like they got any of the blackmail kind of evidence in, to protect certain people. Yeah. Obviously they're not protecting everybody, because now you got all types of big names being exposed and mentioned, and it's freaking crazy.
I
don't know. We'll see how this plays out.
I know, but that conspiracy theory about Beyonce blew my mind.
Yeah,
because I always remember that interview where her stomach folded, and if you think about it, why not say the truth about a surrogate?
Yeah.
What is wrong with that? It happens.
Yeah, she wore a fake stomach for it.
Yeah, she for the longest time.
I feel like I seen that video.
Is it like a pride thing, or maybe that she wants to make it seem like she's kind of like the average person?
Like she doesn't want to
Like-
seem like she couldn't have it. No, but then she had kids after that. That theory that Jaguar says makes freaking sense, bro. That's scary.
It kind of does, yeah. You can definitely fit them together.
Ivy might be
I was like, what?
the daughter of Kathy
I gotta look at a
White.
picture of Blue Ivy to see what
Yeah,
she
we
looks
gotta
like.
check it out. We gotta check the days when she was born, and yeah,
Because that was Jay-Z's mistress, supposedly. That.
right.
Oh man, this
And
is
then
just...
they
There's
killed her.
so
Well, as
much.
soon
They're
as
on
you
the live
said
tour.
that,
Sorry.
right? And as soon as you said that, I was like, wait a second, because
Yeah.
I always remember that.
Yeah, and then man, I'm just putting little pieces together left and right now.
That's what I'm
Beyonce
saying.
around the same timeline. I forget what album she had. I forget what it's called, but there was an album that dropped around all this kind of timeline, and she's like, lots of songs are like, "Why are you doing?" Like one opening song, she goes like, "What are you doing, my love? Like, why are you doing this to me, Jay-Z?" Like basically, it was calling Jay-Z out throughout the whole album.
Yeah.
Like there was Trouble in Paradise between Beyonce and Jay-Z, and this was during that time that.
That's so crazy.
Well, there's also another song on her latest album, in the country one that
Yeah.
she did. I forget the song name, but she kind of talks about that whole situation of like another. She doesn't, of course, mention names, but she mentions like there's another kind of like mistress that her man has or whatever, and then that she goes crazy and almost unalives her. And there's more detail to that, but it's like, and of course she's not gonna say everything on the song, right? Because she's not gonna put herself in jeopardy. But yeah,
That's pretty crazy.
It's all very
crazy.
disappointing, guys.
so
It's
sad.
very disappointing.
So sad.
I mean, Leonardo, you said, I think you
Leonardo
mentioned
DiCaprio,
so I
yeah.
can't be
I
too
know.
surprised. I think his girlfriend or wife, fiance, whatever.
He always
right
gets
now.
a young
his
women,
girls are very young.
women. And
Yeah.
how old? He's in his 40s,
He
I
has
think
to
so,
be
yeah.
like 50 by now.
No, I
probably,
think
or
he's in
close.
his 40s.
Well,
and
and they're like 19,
yeah, they're
20.
like 19,
I'm like,
and
bruh.
I'm like,
So that's already kind of
and
like.
they found him in the Epstein case
Yeah.
too, like phone calls and stuff like that. So I don't doubt it
And there's
from him.
pictures of him in the all-white Diddy parties. And
Yeah.
there's like a whole bunch of guys next to him, and I'm like,
Yeah, it's just so sad that a lot
knowing
of
what
people.
we know now, it's like, ooh.
Yeah. So my prediction is what I'm thinking might happen is Cat Williams might be right. And
Cat Williams is the man. Protect that man at all costs.
for sure.
I know.
For sure. I think he might be right. And because it's starting to unfold that way. He said that Hollywood and the entertainment industry was going to be exposed before 2024 ended.
crazy.
And it's like, that's certainly happening
Right on the money.
quick because every
Yeah.
day there's new developments.
Oh, yeah.
And so I think that might happen actually. But it'll be interesting to see how they actually handle these celebrities and like, are they going to get treated with true justice?
Yeah.
Probably not. I
Right.
feel like they get treated differently than the rest of us.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Like
Absolutely.
they can get away with murder, literally.
Yeah.
And what can we do about it? Nothing.
Nothing.
We can sit here and talk on the podcast about it.
Yeah, exactly. That's all we can do. Well, I think we've talked a lot about all these crazy things. This was a good podcast. I liked it.
Yeah.
No
it's a good one.
scripted, just talk our heart out. So thank you so much for joining us. Please subscribe and keep watching our shorts. Remember that we are in social media, so you can check us the Dark Press of the Spotlight on Instagram. You can check us out on Facebook. We have T. Liary for TikTok. And of course, YouTube. And you can... Did you put it in Apple or not yet?
I think I did.
Okay, so maybe you can listen to us
Apple
in Apple,
Podcasts.
yeah, Apple
Spotify
Podcasts
too.
and
Spotify as well.
Spotify.
Yeah.
So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
And smash.
Smash.
La, la, la.
La la la. I was.